What's going on, everybody? What's happening, football fans? It's your boy, Big Q, live from Bank of America Stadium. No, I'm just kidding. I'm at my crib, but I'm representing, though. This is TeamBoydTV live for NFL Week 11. We chugging right along with this thing. I think we got to have a good show for y'all tonight. But first, let me get my boys in here. I got the Raven Shogun. JB is in the building. What's going on, JB?
What's up? Periscope, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Let's go.
Let's get it. And I got to say, just Sports Glass in the house. What's happening, Glass?
What up, fam? JB, Big Q, everybody out there on social media. Appreciate you guys joining the show. Let's get it cracking.
We got my man Jared the Boss. I'm gonna give you a shout, Jared the Boss, on Periscope. Checking this out on Twitter and on Periscope. He says F Kaepernick, but we gonna talk about Kaepernick tonight because JB, it's been months, and it's been for us, it's been years, but particularly for you, it's been weeks. You right. And Vernie on the Game Time podcast should bring up Kaepernick's name at least once every show. You've been doing the same thing. We're going to build a case. We're going to talk about what's going on with Kaepernick this Saturday. I think something going on with him. We also are going to fly around the league and look at some of the upsets because I don't know about y'all, but my picks were straight doo-doo this week.
I was in the top three. I was in the top
right?
three.
So, it was a lot of upsets. There's a lot of things happened that, me and my hypotenuse and algorithm, it broke it. It pretty much shut it down, right? So, like...
Can we give the Seahawks and the 49er fans a high five? I mean, it felt like a playoff game.
Yes, it did. It was a nice way to cap off the week. The 49ers and the Seahawks put on quite a show.
Yes, they did.
That's a nice place to start. I thoroughly enjoyed watching the game. Seattle Seahawks 5668 is in the building, and to the Victor go to Spores. We don't see Diego in the building. We don't see him right now, though. You know what I mean? But you know what? You know who might show up tonight, Glass? Because for the first time, for the first time
from the ATL,
yes, the DBN may show up tonight. We might see the DBN tonight. I'm hoping I see the DBN tonight. Please, somebody from the DBN, somebody who represents Atlanta, come onto the chat room tonight. We want to have a little talk.
Well, I mean, it'd be interesting to have somebody from the DBN since that's what Kaepernick said right now.
Right.
So, plus they big win. Let's not minimize.
Yeah. No. I'm not taking nothing from him, JB. I'm just saying. Only thing I'm upset about the whole Falcons win over the Saints is that Carolina couldn't get it done. It would have been nice if we was able to get one up on the Saints, but. They both took an L, you know what I mean? And so we'll start there. JB, Carolina, man, I didn't pick Carolina, this week. I kind of figured Green Bay would get the best of them, but it turned out it was a pretty good game. It came down to a goal line stand at the end of the game. And honestly, depending on who you talk to, it looked like my boy got in there. I'm just saying, right? But at the end of the day, Carolina took that L, and I don't know if any one of you guys. I think it was one of the games you had for us to pick last week, right? Mm-hmm. And I think we all kind of picked the Green Bay to win that game, right? But man, what an outing for young Christian McCaffrey, man. Some good stuff from Kyle Allen. I don't know. I appreciated it. What you think, fellas?
It was an entertaining game. Yeah. I mean, it was good to see the Panthers not. Break under certain things that the Rodgers in particular like to do.
Absolutely.
And they handled the elements pretty well. I think Kyle played better once the snow started to fall faster. I thought maybe that would kind of throw him for a loop, or just the young Carolina offense in general. But they held themselves well. Of course, the touchdown, that's in the eye of the beholder. Most of the beholden is Carolina. Yes. So, tough game, fair game.
I'm glad I thought, in the beginning of the game before the weather got nasty, Carolina was in that thing, man, and I was like, "Oh crap! It's starting to snow. Things getting ready to get a little dicey." But they like JB said, they hung in there, man, and they just couldn't get it done at the end. But I was impressed of the last drive. I think they started deep in their own territory, and they went all the way down to the other end. They just couldn't punch it in, and then of course, if they had got it in, what you think about what they're going to be able to make a 2-point convert? I think that would have been the thing. And even if they had did that. Overtime probably wouldn't have benefited them. So,
honestly, to tell you the truth, at the beginning of the game, I got kind of like disrupted.
Yeah.
Because if y'all don't know, I know the background is the Denver Broncos, but I actually live in Chicago. So when it started snowing, I said, "Damn, I got to leave for work early. It's gonna come this way."
Right.
Other than that, Kyle Allen, he stepped his game up. I didn't think he was gonna perform in the snow like he did, but he did.
Yeah.
DJ Moore, he came to show improve. But you got to give credit to Green Bay run backer, Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
He's
Play well.
He's becoming an up and coming quarterback. If he ain't already here right now,
Which was weird for Green Bay to have a running back with 2 touchdowns. It was weird to see running plays. Yeah. I mean, I didn't think the field condition was that bad for them to go to.
I mean, I still thought they were throwing the ball quite a lot in that wind and in that snow, which I thought was a little bit crazy. You know what I mean? Okay, so the fellas up in Cleveland, they got them one over the Buffalo Bills. And look, I know we all picked Buffalo because we know what Cleveland is about. And look, they by hook or crook, they got it done. You know what I mean, guys? So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that, because I'm really still feeling like even seeing the parts of that game that I saw, it was still a bunch of cracks, and I think maybe it was more of Buffalo throwing that game away than Cleveland actually putting together a really good game, which I
totally agree. Totally agree. It was all on Bills' mistakes rather than the Browns on the come up. Not knocking the Browns. They do have a quality team. They just don't know how to put it together right now. Yeah. Whether this is the game that starts it off, we don't know. They still have a chance if they run the table to make it to the playoffs. But out it. As long as you got Baker Mayfield, and I was on the Baker Mayfield train when he came up in there, but he ain't ready right now.
He ain't ready. And and I know we beat the dead horse. We beat it every week. We keep on saying it, but something got to be changed at the coaching staff, JB. Like something has to change there. They can't continue on this trajectory.
I was talking about the fans and the crowd noise, and I'm like, man, you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what do? You got a book on what you're supposed to say?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's something got to change there. Something got to change there. We mentioned the stuff that went down in the Superdome. I don't know, Glass. I don't know if it was Atlanta's stepping in. Okay, I'm gonna take it back. A few weeks ago, we talked about this. We talked about because Cam was kind of getting cleared and Drew was cleared. He came and he snatched up them. He took them keys from Teddy Bridgewater. They won the game, but man. I don't know if it was the right move, okay? Because now 9-26 in the Superdome by the Atlanta Falcons, who ain't won nothing all season, right?
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't hindsight is 2020, but Teddy should have been still with the rank. No, yes, I'm saying it.
Who was behind center, man? Yeah. I think this was an upset that was bound to happen. Like anybody says, that we always say, any given Sunday, it was a divisional matchup. The Saints were high on their horse. This is Atlanta's Super Bowl. They want to knock down the top giant in their division. That's what they did. You had a 1-7 team beat a 7-1 team.
Yeah.
Now, it, man. It didn't matter.
I don't know.
It was gonna happen.
Hey, look, every team they lay a clunker. Y'all got the Carolina got routed 59 to something in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. I think Miami done won 2 in a row. I'm sure people scratch those games off the calendar.
Yes.
Right. It happens, man. It happens. So I won't say the reason. I mean, I think the Chargers got a surprising defeat not long ago.
They did. I don't know, man. It's just when I look at, and I didn't really see a whole lot of the Falcons Saints game, so I really don't know what happened. I'm trying to understand it because it really
the defense stepped up.
Okay, is that what it was?
The defense had everybody covered.
Yeah.
Kamara, I don't think he was actually healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But no excuses. You're supposed to show up at home.
Yeah.
Correction. The Green Bay got beat by San Diego.
That's right. That's what happened.
Nobody saw that coming.
Right.
They are not even close to the same level.
So it's like it's going on. The 1:00 games are wrapping up, and I'm at work, and I'm like trying to keep my eye on the Red Zone channel, but I'm also still trying to do my thing. And I'm just looking at my Yahoo pick up and shut up joint, right? And I'm just like, it's just red popping up everywhere. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I have no idea what's going on right now. It's like I don't know, the worst possible scenarios happened this weekend. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it was crazy. So I'm looking at the Jets and the Giants, right? And I don't know, man. I don't know how do you do this? The Jets and the Giants, like, which one is worse?
How do you watch that game?
Right? I don't know, man. And the fact that they scored so many points in this game, JB, like both teams, right? So I was like, okay, I don't really know which way this is gonna go, but Jets and the Giants. So the Jets come away 34-27. I think I end up getting that one wrong as well. The Bucks overcome the Cards in a real close one. That game ended up being better than I thought it was going to be. Right? You know what I mean? And again, so like I think Jameis Winston. I still think, and especially depends on what happened this Saturday. And I can't wait till we get to that part of the show. But man, I don't see what Jameis Winston shows up. Is the 5 interception Jameis Winston show up, or is the 4 touchdown, 300+ yard Jameis Winston? Who's showing up this week? I don't know.
Man, I think it's what Bruce Arians' game plan is. You can just tell. I mean, that day that he told Jameis Winston to throw it all over the yard, and when he played against the Rams, it worked. We've seen him when he tell him to do that against other teams. He's got multi-turnover games. So it's whatever the coach is asking him to do. I'm pretty sure he still ain't out there ad-libbing. I'm positive that's not happening.
Oh man, I don't know, man.
Not in the contract year. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's hard for me to, especially like I don't know if I would ever bet real money on Jameis Winston. Like, I just don't know if I would do that. You know what I mean?
I still can't do that.
No, man, I can't do that.
I know
it's hard to pick that team.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, man.
I like Tennessee, honestly.
Yeah,
you never know, man.
Which I'm getting ready to get into. Okay,
let's get into that.
So what's going on here? It's the return of one Patrick Mahomes, and Lord have mercy, they in a shootout in a dogfight with the Tennessee Titans. How does this happen? Now I know the Chiefs was on the road, but
not with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah,
with Tannehill,
right? With Ryan Tannehill, yes.
Game-winning drive.
Yeah, I am like, I couldn't win this week. I couldn't do it. Like
you know what? Like I told you before, Tennessee Titans like the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't know what team's gonna come and show up. You know what I'm saying? They have a good nucleus, good run game, mediocre passing game, but you don't know what's gonna step out on that field when you go up against them.
Only problem I got with that is that I just don't think Chiefs got no business getting in those situations like that and losing games. Now, look, they already struggled a little bit when their quarterback was out. How many games they lost while he was out? They lost 2.
1-1. I thought it was 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then they lose this one, and they're still 6-4. I don't even know who the next one is in their division, but they probably still got a couple games on whoever else left in it. No.
They got one game over the Raiders.
Yeah, over the Raiders. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, how you let the Raiders catch up with you, right?
Raiders gotta give them a little credit. I hate to do it. I hate the Raiders, but John Gruden got them.
Yeah, I think it's a little too late though. I believe the Dolphins don't want 2 games in a row. They took full advantage of a hobbled, kind of messed up Colts. The Colts were on a roll for a little bit. And now they lost their quarterback, and now they ain't got no identity right now. I mean,
He'll be back. He practiced today. He'll be back.
Oh, he'll be back. Okay. Because I don't know, man. You can't get beat by the Dolphins now. You can't get beat by getting beat by the Dolphins. I guess
they're trying to lose.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? Rams and Steelers. So, I'm gonna tell you, JB, I have I'm moving more and more stock out of the LA Rams. I'm pulling more and more stock out of that team. I just got a feeling when we get to the nitty gritty in the NFC playoff picture, I think one Los Angeles Rams is going to be missing from that equation. What say you, JB?
I agree. They look horrible, and the quarterback looked horrible, and they just paid this man a Brinks truck full of money, and he looked bad.
Yes, he does.
And let's keep it real. Todd Gurley look horrible too, and
that's what I'm saying.
I thought you meant golf.
As a whole, As a whole, they look bad. Even McVay looked lost at times.
Oh, he looked a little bit like out of his element this week, and I'm like, normally he have like a nice little grip. He got a little bit of swag about himself. You don't really see him like flinching. On the sideline. He looked a little bit worried this week. You know what I mean? I know you're going up against a Hall of Fame coach in Mike Tomlin, but I mean, really, this Steelers team ain't nothing like the Tomlin team.
Hey, stop knocking. Just like you said, you taking stock out of the Rams. I'm putting a little stock into the Steelers. They got a 4-game win streak, man.
Yeah. I mean, 500 for the first time all season.
Yeah, I mean,
they're doing something.
I wouldn't have saw that coming. You know what I mean? But I did celebrate this one. I did celebrate, and this is one of the games that I did get right. I did pick the Vikings over the Cowboys. I got that one game right. You know what I mean? So that's good. Seattle Seahawks 5-6-6-8. We got Jared Goff and Goff 2.0 in the NFC West, or Jimmy Romo. We call him Jimmy Romo.
Wow.
We call him Jimmy Romo. But
not bad, man.
Yeah, not bad. That's pretty good. I like it. I like it. But see, now we back to this Cowboys situation again. Now I think they were like a clear 2 games ahead of Philly. I think them and Philly are now tied, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're right.
I got a feeling if things continue, Cowboys might miss. Cowboys might whiff right here, Jimmy. And I wanted to happen because a couple weeks ago, I wanted them to lose that with a 3rd game in a row or a 4th game in a row.
Right.
And they got out of that situation, and now they kind of skidding around again. But I got a feeling that this whole Dallas thing, and let's talk about throwing Dak on franchise at the end of the season. Oh, it's going to be good at the end of the season, especially if they're
look, the game that they lost was theirs to win and to lose. Okay, what I saw was that Dak was playing at a pay me level. I would give him that, even if with this quarterback warm up, everybody roasted him. But they decided to go with Zeke in winning time, and it didn't work.
No. Showing up there.
And that's the guy they paid.
Yeah, that's the one they paid. That's what I'm telling you. It's a debacle, and I got a feeling the bottom, especially if they don't make it, man. Especially if they don't make it. And the way that the NFC is tightening up, I mean, look, they still got a really good chance of making it because, I mean, look at the division they play in their glass. So I'm just saying, what you think?
Well, Eagles play the Patriots this week, so I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going with the Patriots. But Lions could take the Cowboys. You never know, man. So it's going to be a race in the NFC East. So it's going to be up in the air. Yeah.
And then, of course, we had that Seahawks Niners. I feel like I'm missing a game. Didn't my boy, because them boys broke out sunglasses and stuff today. When did, there we go. I skipped right over that. I know they was playing against the Bengals, but I'm just saying. I'm going to say this, and it's not because a Ravens fan is present, because I don't care, right? I'm just going to say it. Man, watching the Ravens play and watching Lamar, it's like the highlight of my Sundays, man.
Pretty fun, man.
It is fun to watch them dudes play. They remind me. I ain't gonna say that, but they remind me of somebody. They remind me of a team that used to wear like black and blue like about 3 years ago. That's what they kind of remind me of. But I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna let it be. I'm just saying.
I have to say, Marcus Peters was a good pickup.
Yeah.
Helped that secondary out real good.
You know what? I don't know if we had Greg Roman before we tried to shop Kaepernick, and then his girlfriend ran her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to RG3, and then if RG3 didn't work, or we didn't get Lamar with the last pick of the draft, this run pass option stuff was gonna happen in Baltimore one way or the other. And now that I look back and see what was going on, because we tried to get Cap. We got RG3. They got Lamar. Then they went and drafted this year Trace McSorley and he's the same type of player.
But did you see how the Ravens were so disrespectful of the Bengals that they were doing stuff where they had 2 quarterbacks in the lineup at the same time?
It was the Heisman package.
Heisman, I was like, this is so disrespectful right here. Like,
let's do what we want to do.
I loved it though, man. I think, and to see like Harbaugh and Lamar like this little thing, I'm absolutely enjoying it. And I'm actually rooting for them. I want to see them. Make some noise in the playoffs. Because Lord knows, I would love to see one more matchup between them and them boys from up north. Them Patriots.
We got a big one. Got a big one this week against Deshaun Watson and company.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, or if we even gonna talk about that, who y'all like for MVP right now after what you've seen for another week?
Oh man, so to me it's like this week made it even worse. Well, at least one guy kind of dropped down a little bit, and that's Deshaun Watson. Not no fault of his own, but watching Jackson and Wilson, Lord, I mean, like, I feel sorry for whoever got voted with them 2 dudes in the mix, man. I do. I mean,
I was like, after I watched the Baltimore game, it has to be Jackson.
Yeah.
Then Monday night came and said, damn, Russell looking good out there.
You know what? I'm going to have to go with Russell because Before Clowney decided to show up, he is doing that. He doing it by his damn
I mean,
self.
pretty much. I mean, like,
at least Lamar got a little bit of help from a run game, and Carson ain't bad, but a run game scheme and some defensive help. But
I mean, you see this dude
doing it by himself.
This dude struggling, climbing, claw, get them into the overtime situation, throw a pick in overtime, and was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. We good. We got this. Like that's the mark of a champion right there, man.
Yeah,
like,
hey, man.
he's
you got to. I mean, because we predicted they wouldn't do a damn thing because of the way the team fell apart.
Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
He put it on his back. He having a hell of a campaign. I know that pick, and if they had lost, people would have changed their mind. But
right. I mean, obviously,
you watching the game for the game, or you watching the game about wins and losses, and he's doing it by.
I mean, obviously, if that pick, if they couldn't rebound from that pick, the conversation would have been a lot different today. But at the same time, you still can't take nothing from the dude's like hustle though. Like he's out there doing his thing, man. You know what I mean? And why everybody was all on this the San Francisco 49ers bandwagon. And I'm not saying nothing bad about San Francisco because they doing their thing. But in that same division, Seattle, more Russell Wilson, been staying relevant this whole time while you got these dudes over here just knocking everybody out the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man.
Go ahead, Glass.
No, go ahead, JB.
It was a couple of things came to realization during that game. All right. Yeah. Number one, Russell don't quit. Russell is definitely having an MVP campaign. The San Francisco defense is real. Okay, that's real. What we saw is real.
Oh yeah.
They took it away multiple times. Scored on a couple.
Yeah.
What else kind of came to a realization that I was surprised to see? Garoppolo was definitely scared of Clowney. Scared that that his final drive he screwed that up.
Yeah. Okay, Seahawks 5-6-6-8. Okay, he said Q said that we was going 4-12. I ain't living that down.
He ain't gonna let you get that.
Hey, look. It is. Look, I can't sit here and back off of it. I mean, that's what I thought. That's what it looked like, right? What was going on with it?
The team resolved. It was just in a big old blank check.
And really, 5-6-6-8. You really trying to tell me back then when we was doing that, you saw you guys ain't losing but 2 games going into week 11. Did you really see that? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, maybe. I mean, he knew the team, so he would have known.
Right. You know what I mean? But look, I think they're doing their thing. I think
Seattle's doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know, they flying under the radar. They letting the 49ers get all they shine. Undefeated until you come up and show us.
Absolutely.
We'll show you how it's going to run.
Yeah.
Now they got a battle for the top spot in the West. So,
absolutely. Look, I'm telling you. The way that NFC gonna shake out, I'm telling you, if you in the NFC and you one of these teams that's vying for one of them spots, you better bring it because I'm telling you,
can't lose any more games.
Look, I'm telling you,
every game is vital.
As much as I love my Panthers, I think about the caliber of teams going into this competition, into this tournament. Man, I don't think Carolina got enough. I don't think they got enough, bro. For real.
What's the Rams' record right now as we stand?
The Rams are
5-4.
Yeah.
So Seahawks 72, San Francisco 8-1.
No,
they're gonna be at home.
49ers 8-1, Seahawks 8-2.
And then Green Bay still in there, right?
The Rams will be sitting on the couch.
Yes,
right.
They're not gonna make a run.
No.
The way they looked for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Plus, what San Francisco and the Seahawks representing right now, how they playing right now. They have hit that switch of the after mid-season strike.
I mean, if the Rams want to get back into this, they're going to have to put up a hell of a fight.
They don't have a fight.
Oh, we got
to win out and hope about the other teams not winning out.
We got Facebook working in the chat today. This is beautiful. All the chats is working. Yeah, Diego's in the. That's Diego in the building. Listen,
what up, man?
We're talking about your Niners and we're talking about the Seahawks right now. And I'm just saying, listen. I still believe that the Niners are going to be they're going to still disrupt some stuff. But man, we saw. Was this the first game that them two had their?
Yeah, I think that's the first meeting.
That's the first meeting this season, right? So they got to do it again, right?
Yeah.
And they got to do it.
Which will be?
It'll be in Levi's this time, won't it?
No, it was in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Which will probably be the deciding game, like always.
Right. Yeah. But man, you talk about the NFC. Like I'm telling you.
I feel bad for that. I feel bad for that kicker, man.
Yeah,
the pressure is too much for him.
I'm telling you, bro.
I can't get mad at him.
He made one.
Yeah.
I mean, what more can you ask for?
Right.
Garoppolo shouldn't have been so scared and had quieter feet and did the things that they was expecting them to do.
I don't know. Do you think that the 49ers, because they're a pretty young team. It's a few veterans sprinkled in there, but for the most part they're pretty young, and they having a lot of success this season. And I know they didn't look at Seattle and think, oh well, we're gonna do them like we did everybody. I don't think that was the case, but I also don't think. Do you think they were 100% focused on that game, or did they think they were feeling like, oh, we undefeated? It's a given. They
were without a couple of things.
Yeah.
George Kittles didn't play.
Right.
Deion Sanders went out.
Yeah.
It's a different outcome with them two, obviously. But you got to work with what's available.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what good coaches will tell you.
I mean, and then they took it into over. So they were in there the whole time, Glass. So it was there's that, right? Yeah. So there's always that. Okay. So let's do this. And I don't I don't want it to get off the rails, but we're gonna try to do this. Okay. Per sources on Twitter, I think it was Ian Rappaport or what's it, Schefter? I don't know what it was. Somebody tweeted that per his sources that the NFL. Now this is the part that tripped me out. The NFL is hosting a workout tryout situation with Colin Kaepernick in Atlanta, and is inviting every team from the NFL out to participate. And there will be video and this, that, and the third. Now, okay, with that being said, now I know it's a little late in the game for this, right? It's, let me get your thoughts on what you think the NFL is trying to do with this. First of all, what you think?
This is a big ass smoke screen, man.
Yeah,
it ain't serious. It's just something to feed father to the public. Let them know, oh, we trying to help out. You ain't trying. Yeah, I think we knew before Kaepernick knew.
Right, absolutely. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I heard this. They said no GMs, no coaches gonna be there. On Saturday in Atlanta.
Yeah,
everybody gonna be prepping for the game on Sunday. So my thing is this is something that the NFL just threw out there to buffer the crowd.
Yeah.
Keep them. To me, why are you doing it? We wasn't talking about Kaepernick for a while. All of a sudden, you bringing it back up. Now you're gonna stoke the flame. So to me, it ain't nothing but smoke screen. It's just they ain't even trying to put Kaepernick on the team. They're just throwing it out there, quiet us, and I really don't care about it.
So listen, so there's been a whole lot of conversation about Colin Kaepernick, but in a season where we've seen a lot of quarterbacks get injured, lost a couple of them for the season, every time something happened to a quarterback, Colin Kaepernick's name come up, right? It just does, right? And then you think about what happened in Jacksonville, what happened in Pittsburgh, what happened in Carolina, what happened in Indy now. You know what I mean? Colin Kaepernick could have served on any one of those squads, right? And the name keep coming up, right? And they keep they bring in Gardner Minshew and whoever else they bring in. These who was the guy in Indy right now? Is that Hoyer? Is that what it is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so this is what's happening, right?
Right.
Also, I think the NFL looking at it listen, we need some razzle dazzle. They not against bringing in somebody who's going to bring some eyeballs. Look, and for the right reasons, right? Not for the kneeling and the stand up for your rights and the black power and all that, but because the dude is going to bring some eyeballs to the sport. Whether people want to watch it to hate on him, or they're going to watch it just to kind of see if he still got it, or whatever. I think that's what they're looking for. I don't think it's a negative thing. I think they're looking to provide a spark to the ratings to the game. JB, where you at with it?
Glass, I have to agree with Glass. It's lip service
at
the least, or at the most, it's lip service. I thought I had some substance when people realizing what Deshaun and Lamar was doing.
Absolutely,
in the league.
that's exactly what I meant.
That guy was a Bill or the prototype of that, or
Absolutely.
He's the guy that did it first.
He did
and took it all the way to the Super Bowl. So they looked at it as a viable. That's what I thought the substance to it was, but then. I started looking at that. You got the guy in Atlanta on this Saturday, and you're inviting all the teams, and it's GM only. They don't do this for no other free agent.
Right.
It's bullshit at the most.
Yeah.
And to agree with you again, Glass, just tell him, man, you don't want him back. Stop with the lip service.
Exactly.
Even though the reason that you want him out of the league is a contradiction to your league that's almost 70-80% black athletes.
Absolutely.
So you got to do something. You caught in a kerfuffle. So just say how you really feel, because we definitely are. We're gonna.
So you guys think that the NFL is doing this to finally put it to bed? Be like, oh well, look, we invited everybody out to take a look at him, and nobody still picked him up. Now, granted, that's a lot of other stuff that goes along with that, but I'm just saying. So that's their end game. They just want to prove.
But Q, you made a good point. I was listening to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Okay, when Roethlisberger went down.
Yeah.
When who else went down?
Newton, and it was Foles,
Newton,
Drew Brees.
When all these quarterbacks went down, that's when you bring in Kaepernick.
Right.
You don't have a Saturday.
Yeah, it's not a Saturday special.
It's not a Saturday, right? Exactly. So you bring them in when you need them. You don't bring them in just for the dog and pony show.
Right.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. So it's an insult to people's intelligence. I don't think that just because you bring up his name in a light that he can't play or he ain't. I don't even know where that came from. That's just people trying to justify or try to mask their outright hate. But just let it go, man. Leave the man alone. I thought the Nike settlement would fulfill this whole thing, but obviously not.
So only thing I'm trying to understand, what I'm trying to understand is, first of all, when the NFL called him up and asked him about this, well, this is what we want to do, and him agreeing to it, and then of course he had the what was that a tweet or Instagram post he put out about how he ready all the time, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, I don't know, I really don't know what's happening right now. I really don't. Like, I don't understand if it's something that him and the NFL are partnering on, or is it the NFL just like, look, I'm just sick of this. Let's just put everything on the table. And when people see, when the NFL fans see that nobody's calling this man, and we put him out here for everybody to see, and only 2 teams showed up, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, ain't nothing else we can really do about it, right? You know what I mean?
And for the ones that justifying why they don't want him because he can't play, that's a lot of them that can't play that's in there.
Right. Absolutely.
A lot of them that can't play. A lot of them on your favorite team that can't play.
Absolutely. There, and that's the thing. So, in the last part, the last layer of it that I'm trying to piece together in my mind is, are they nervous? Like, what I really personally think, and this is my real opinion on it, I think the reason why he never gets a call, and the reason why a lot of teams are not going to go respond to this, is because they're afraid that Colin Kaepernick is going to succeed. They look at a Lamar Jackson, they look at a Deshaun Watson, and they see these dudes, right? And they know that Colin Kaepernick ain't been chilling nowhere eating hot dogs this whole time. He's been in shape. He's been doing his thing.
What they hope for, what they was hoping for.
Right. And they're afraid that he's gonna come in and he's gonna light it up, and then they got to deal with his startup all over again.
Right, and then you got to deal with the ones who didn't take him, have the person who took the chance have all the success.
Right.
When they were supposed to be mad geniuses of this thing, you understand?
Right.
So they didn't take the chance, but you'll go get a guy. Listen, here's the shit that bothers me, right? You will go recruit a guy, bring a guy in, work a guy, actually have a guy on your team, start a game, get thrown a touchdown that's got allegations of sex abuse, etc. Right?
All that.
You bring in another guy that is a known drug addict, that's known to renege on drug tests, that's known to fail physicals,
and it's on his 4th team right now, right?
He's on the team.
Yeah.
But what's so wrong about a person standing up for being a decent human being?
Well, because you know why. You know
it
unraveled the wrong way.
Listen, no drugs.
Yeah.
No
clean as a whistle. No gang violence.
No priors. Nothing.
Nothing. Right.
No ties to no bad affiliation.
Right.
None of that.
But it's perception, bro. It's perception.
No, it's not a perception. It's a narrative.
Well,
Perception.
Well, what it is, they see Colin Kaepernick out there, and I can tell you, they made up all this stuff. Oh, it was the military people getting upset and this, that, and the third, and all that, and he was disrespecting more people than he was trying to uplift.
Before we go back and rewind that whole can of worms,
no
military person.
I know. I'm just telling you
publicly anyway.
You know.
Right? So,
but this is why.
And listen, And the only person that stood side by side with Cap with this whole kneeling situation, that guy get harassed with supposed random drug tests more than anybody else in the league.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me this ain't an outright witch hunt for not ain't killed nobody.
Well, as a matter of fact,
some teams done hid killers on their team.
Oh, absolutely.
They had a killer in the Super Bowl. They knew the guy was up to some shit.
Like the Patriots, I'm saying, like,
for the Super Bowl.
Yes,
a killer.
Actually, I think the Patriots had two killers on their team before. Didn't they had that dude who hit the dude with the car with the So they had a few. They had a few of them on their team. But
okay, Jim Irsay, the owner of a team, gets caught with dirty money, dirty cash, and pills.
Yeah.
This guy got intent to distribute. This is all,
I'm just saying,
somebody just got busted with some cocaine. I mean, stop.
Right. But Eric Reed even came out and said, he was like, listen, you know what? I don't believe none of it. Eric Reed was like, I'll believe it when I see it. He was like, he just not even falling victim to it. He don't want no parts of it. You know what I mean? Right?
I'll be happy if Kaepernick don't even show up.
Here's the ultimate insult.
Yeah.
Malcolm Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
I ain't even
See, don't even go there, right? Don't even go there. Don't even go there. I really think that the story was intriguing. And I wanted to get y'all guys' take on it because it came out of nowhere. It ain't like it's been on the calendar since the league year started. Like they knew that this day was coming up on this particular Saturday in November in Atlanta. This thing was going to happen. Nobody knew that until 2 days ago.
For the record, TeamBoydTV viewers, whatever platform you watching this on, I don't care who it was. If you you do this in an unfair way to a guy, there's factions in place, like the collective bargaining agreement, et cetera, players union, et cetera. I don't care what color you are. If you've been unjustly put out of something you love to do, and you didn't do nothing wrong, I'm about you. I'm about you, man. I'm about you.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. It's just weird to me. I don't know, but I'm excited to see exactly what happens come Saturday. So we'll find out. Now, before we move on, I got a little bit of business I need to handle here real quick. If I can get it right. Okay, here we go. Let me get the screen on me. It's my first time doing this, and I don't want to mess it up for this one. We finally got somebody that's going to help us out. So let's see here. Okay, let's do this, right? If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Okay, this is the podcast platform that me and Vernie, we use for TeamBoydTV Game Time. It's pretty cool. You actually can go in, you can do it from your phone, or you can do it from your computer. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, and Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, anywhere you want your podcast to go. It's always there, and you can make a little bit of change. You can make a little bit of money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, so you ain't got to build no big ginormous audience first before you get money. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM for more details. So that's my read that was my obligation. I had to do it. Actually, I had a read a script that I had to read. That's the way I had to do that.
Better than a Hulu.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, come on.
Right, you know what I mean? I'm glad y'all approve. All right, Glass. What we got on tap this week, bro?
Here we go. Week 11. We got 4 games on the docket. First off, Thursday night football. Tomorrow night, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers 5-4 going up to First Energy Stadium to play a AFC North divisional foe in the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-6.
Wow. Okay, you put me on the spot. Look, I ain't even gonna do it because you know what? You guys talking about the Patriots? The Steelers are on a 3-game winning streak, right?
Mm-hmm. 4-game winning streak.
A 4-game winning streak. They're on the road this week, right? They're going to Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Cleveland feeling good about themselves. They finally got a win in the book. It's been a couple weeks. I ain't picking them though. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh on the road here. I don't trust the Browns no more, man. I want to see them do well, but I don't trust.
Who won the first meeting?
I think Cleveland did. No, yeah.
Steelers won the first meeting. Or have they even played each other yet?
I don't even know if they played each other yet. I'm gonna check real quick.
No, they haven't. I think the only division game that the Browns have played so far has been
us and the Bengals.
Yeah,
the Ravens and the Bengals. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Steelers. If this is their first meeting, I'm going with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, here we go. Here
Okay,
we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I mean, and it's gonna sound like division hate, but I think the Steelers are fool's gold, man. I think they've given all they could give. I think they're low on the trail.
Well, Connor comes back this week.
And
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
Listen, y'all both picked it. Go ahead. I'm sorry, JB.
I'm not saying that Thomas' message is stale. I'm saying I think he's doing a hell of a job with what he got, but I think it's just how long can he maintain that? I think a division game, if they do win this, they will definitely lose the next one. But in the interest of how we do this, I'm taking the Browns, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Because you did say the Steelers at first, right?
At
first,
because Baker Mayfield is no Jared Goff. By the way.
No doubt.
Right.
I would love to pick the Steelers on this game, but I think, I think JB just said, they ran that course right now. 4-game win streak. It's gonna have to come to a stop. They're going into Cleveland, playing a Cleveland Browns team that just beat who? Did they just?
They just beat the Buffalo Bills. That's right. Yeah.
You know, which is a tough out. That's a tough out.
Yeah, exactly. So with that being said, as long as they don't put the ball in Baker Mayfield's hand to win the game, they keep it ground and pound with Nick Chubbs and Tariq just came back, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Browns on this one.
Hey, ain't the fellow who was suspended for them games for KC?
Hunt. That's what he meant. Hunt. Lamar Hunt. Yeah, Lamar Hunt.
Tyreek Hunt.
Tyrell.
Man.
Lamar Hunt.
No, it ain't Lamar Hunt, man.
That ain't Lamar Hunt.
It's Hunt. Somebody Hunt.
But he's coming back.
Yeah,
okay.
He's coming
back. So I'm gonna give them the green check.
Oh, I forgot about him. But they got a decent running back though.
Yeah, now you got two.
Oh, you got two.
There you go.
And listen, that's better than one girly and whatever they trying.
You know what? Listen, I really didn't want to go all because
you go ahead and change it if you want.
I'm gonna change it because, man, I can't. I really the Browns make me nervous right now. You know what I'm saying? But man, you're right. I mean, like, you know, they rooting for the tie. That's what Ravens say.
Name is Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. Yes, Kareem Hunt. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I want to see what he got. Okay, he can't hurt the team, right? The only thing he can do is help, right?
Yep.
I mean, you know, they got James Conner coming back for Pittsburgh, though.
But they are known for not maximizing their talent because if they did, they would be in the conversation.
All right, I'm gonna make it a clean sweep. We're gonna go ahead and do it. I don't want to be the lone wolf on this one. I'm gonna go with the Browns, but hopefully these picks will be better than they were last week. I'm just saying.
As long as Mika Fitzpatrick don't have a pick six, we all right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, his chances are high playing against Baker.
And you know what? Becker done turned the ball over 2 times in 2 separate games with that stupid pitch run play.
Yeah.
Well, I think the one last week came back though. I think he got the ball back. Anyway, go ahead, guys. Yeah.
All right, man. So we all went the Browns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We got the Houston Texans 6-3 going up to M&T right behind JP.
I don't like when you put us in the weekly games, but let's go. I be sitting over there sweating bullets like, don't pick my game.
They're going up to Baltimore to play the Ravens at 7-2. That's gonna be a good game.
Come on, man. My team been in the picks 2 weeks in a row. I'm just saying.
That's right. And look what happened.
And you know what? You know what team we ain't seen at all in these weekly picks? We ain't seen that orange team not once.
Because their games are not worthy of discussion.
Wow.
And my classes are not right. Even your hometown Bears fell out. They just disappeared.
I don't know, man.
I'll take it.
You know what though? I like this matchup. The game is played in Baltimore. You know what? I saw a little something last week with the glasses and all that, and then of course the quotes that came out about the disrespect and all. You know, I like that. You know, that kind of stuff is cool to me, and I think momentum is a huge thing, especially in the NFL, right? I think right now, I don't want to wish no bad vibes on nobody, but I think right now the Ravens are one of the most untouchable teams in the league right now. I just think, I think they're rolling right now. I'm just saying. Look, Joe, I'm be dead serious. I'm be dead serious. I've seen this before, bro. I'm telling you, the same. It's playing out exactly the same way. I've seen this before 3 years ago. I saw it, and I'm telling you, This is a good thing, right? This is a good thing. Look, I mean, they had a couple hiccups here and there. Like, they lost to the Browns. They lost another game too, right? Who was the other game they lost to?
That's it. We lost 2 games.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, look, it ain't like they are like super Teflon or whatever, man. But right now, man, they got momentum on their side, and they gonna roll. They're at home too.
This was before the jail. Now the jail has happened. The jail is getting harder.
Yeah.
This was when we were still a little bit fluid, trying to figure out what we're gonna do on defense.
I don't think there's a team in the NFL right now, Jay, on this week, that can step into that stadium and survive what's going to happen to them with the Baltimore Ravens. I just don't think so. It's just too much momentum.
Please get to the floor because you're doing too much.
It's hyperbole, bro. You got to learn about it. You know,
here you go with the algorithms and how uses, man.
It's hyperbole, man.
I'm gonna have to agree with Big Q, man. Yeah. I like the way the Ravens are rolling right now. Everything is busting on all pistons. Lamar Jackson, he throwing some beautiful passes.
Man, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget you got Mark Ingram behind them. They have not used their full potential yet. So with this game here, I think Houston's gonna be they limping now. They're missing JJ Watt.
Mm-hmm.
I know they got rid of
Clowney,
you know what I'm saying? Because they need him right about now. So if it was in Houston, I might have given Houston a little bit of a chance, but it's in Baltimore. Baltimore going to continue with this freak. I got them winning over the Texans.
Now, JB, you know your team is going to break the traitor Vernie B's heart, right? Because I'm just almost going to let you know right now before we even get to Sunday. When you look on Twitter, she's going to be all up on Twitter with this brand new Deshaun Watson jersey that she got. She just got it the other day. She can't wait to wear it, and she gonna wear it and take a big L for Deshaun Watson.
No, she went 5 instead of 8.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
she said she should. Yeah, I know. So let her know that on when you see her on Twitter. Let her know.
There's nothing about our setup that says Houston, Texas.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Not even the extension of us is Houston, Texas.
Right.
Anyway, I went back and watched. Somebody had put it on Twitter. I went about 7 minutes or 8 minutes of the last 7 or 8 minutes of the Clemson and Louisville game.
Oh my God.
Lamar and old buddy was playing head to head, entertaining as hell. Now I don't think the Texans are that talented. Neither is the Ravens offense, but it should be similar.
Yeah.
I give the advantage to my team because we got the better secondary.
Yeah.
But they definitely had a better weapons on offense. But number 10 and I don't know, there's another guy over there if he ain't hurt.
Yeah.
That play opposite of Hopkins. But it's a similar built team minus a few things, but I like our home field advantage and where we at right now.
Yeah. Okay, Ravens Red Zone, you got me, bro. You got me. Who you picking, bro? Who you got? Ravens Red Zone. Say, guess who I'm picking? Yeah, we know who you picking.
Yeah, we got
it. So, what else you got, class?
Next up, we got the 8-1 New England Patriots going up to Lincoln Financial Field to play the 5-4 Philadelphia Eagles.
Coming off that bye.
Mm-hmm.
Angry Tom. He's a little bit pissed off.
Where they playing at?
In Philly?
Lincoln Financial.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're going to beat Philadelphia, man. I would love to see Philadelphia, like,
I would too.
I would love to see it. I just don't think it's going to happen, though. I mean, especially, like, they took that loss. They didn't like that at all. Then they had to sit and let it stew for a week, right?
That's what I was about to ask. Is the first time they played since the Super Bowl?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. I think it's the second time they played since the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But they took that L and then had to sit down and be on a bye. Right? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They're not gonna like that too much. I think even in the Eagles' own house, I feel sorry for the Eagles fan on that day. But hopefully they can pull something out the hat and get it done. But I like New England. I like New England in this game. Go ahead and play.
I agree. I would hope that the Eagles commit the upset, but like you said, they're coming off the bye. They're coming off that loss. They got a whole lot of tension up in them. Belichick, he gonna put some on Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz ain't playing like he's supposed to be playing. He ain't playing like the MVP caliber he had last year or year before last. Can't remember. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be too easy for the Patriots.
Oh yeah, easy. What you got, JB?
I'm picking the Patriots because you can't give Belichick a week.
Right.
to look at you. Plus, they already sent somebody to Philly the minute they already lost the bottom. The minute they lost the Baltimore, they sent somebody up there to infiltrate Philly right away.
Yeah.
So they got their edge on them some kind of way. While Philly thinking about who their next week opponent was, Belichick was already infiltrating them. So it'll be a pretty lopsided win on the road.
So my hopes and prayers are that New England, I want to keep New England out of the playoffs, which I think is impossible. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. No. So that means they're gonna have to get like smacked around, in the playoffs, which means they probably be the divisional round because they're probably gonna end up going in there on a bye, right? So the first up the bat, who I thought I wanted to have them knocked off, would be the Chiefs. I don't have that much faith in the Chiefs no more, right? Then who would have been the Texans, right? I don't think they're strong enough, right? So then, we already saw the Ravens beat them one time, so I don't know. I just don't want them to go back to the Super Bowl again. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
well, hey man, they unless they went and cooked up something completely new, they right for the plucking. Man.
Boy, I mean, because it looked like it's going to be a showdown between them again. It looked like they might meet up in a divisional round, Baltimore, New England, one more time. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I just think that there's only a few teams that's out there that ain't scared of New England.
Yeah.
Ravens one of them, Philly's one of them.
Buffalo and Miami.
Buffalo they not scared of them, man. So if teams play them the game against them, they got a chance. But you start playing a logo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. One more Monday night game in Estadio Azteca, Mexico City. The Kansas City Chiefs at 6-4 playing divisional rival, AFC West divisional rival, Los Angeles Chargers 4-6.
So this is the annual, because KC and the Chargers play this game every year, don't they? Is it always those two teams that play?
In Mexico?
Yeah, it seems like it's always them two teams.
No, I think last year was the Raiders and somebody else.
Oh, okay. I think I always see that little patch on the back of the Chiefs.
Could have been the Bears. It was somebody else.
Okay, so it's been somebody else. Okay, I always thought it was the same. Yeah. Man, here's the thing. I really think that we, even though it ain't gonna matter, I just feel like it's like the Chiefs just done lost some games they shouldn't have lost, and I mean they might get back in it, but I really believe that we wrapping up the career of one P Ribs, man. I think it's over. You know what I mean? I think it's like,
oh wow,
I do, man.
Sound like that,
I mean, I know. This was it. This was the season. This was going to be the cap to his career. It was going to save his legacy. I mean, he's still going to the Hall of Fame, but still, I mean, I would love to see Phillip Rivers at least play in a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying, right? But I think this is it, man. I think this loss is going to be the beginning of the end. This is it. We wrapping it up.
Wow, you were straight digging a hole for Rivers on this one.
We wrapping it up, JB. It's over. You know what I'm saying?
So you going with the Chiefs?
I am, and I think this. I'm telling you, I think this is going to be the beginning of the end. Like Phillip Rivers is going to be on a farewell tour after this game. He's going to be doing his Kobe rounds. Okay, he's going to be doing his Kobe rounds. I'm telling you.
Okay.
So that's what I got on it. Where y'all at?
JB. Go ahead, JB.
I'm gonna have to ask you to pump your brakes because
I can't do it.
If you get beat on a roll by Ryan Tannehill game-winning drive when the game is in the bag, that's a knock on the team as a whole. That's coaching, that's defense, that's you can't stop a nosebleed.
It was your
Phillip Rivers.
It was your second year. That guy. It was your second year quarterback coming off this first major injury, right? He was a little nervous.
They won just a week before that.
I'm just saying he was a little bit messed up, man.
No, he wasn't messed up at all.
No, okay.
They lost the game. They got out schemed in winning time.
Yeah. Okay.
This is Mike Vrabel, okay?
Yeah.
So we're talking about Phillip Rivers, who is a coach on the field at this 50-year mark for him.
Yeah.
Feel like he's in the league, but no. I'm taking San Diego
or LA Chargers. Okay.
Okay. You know what? I want to pick the Kansas City Chiefs, man, but something tell me about the Chargers, man. The games that they have lost,
wow,
it was about like 2 to 3 to 4 points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The defense is legit.
Yeah,
you're gonna give Patrick Mahomes some flux.
Wow.
I want to pick the Chiefs, but something tells me, like I said, it's a divisional game. Hell, The Chargers lost to the Raiders by 2 points last week.
Correct.
He lost to the Titans.
To the Titans.
That tells me something right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with JB. I'm picking the Chargers over the Chiefs.
All right. I'm gonna stand by this one. Yeah.
They couldn't stop the run with Melvin.
And it's a neutral field too.
Couldn't stop the run with 22 for Tennessee.
Yeah.
Evan Gordon is a little bit more dynamic, maybe not as big. And it's the same Chargers team that went and knocked off Green Bay.
Yep.
Okay. Even it was a half of,
I'm
a cross country trip for Green Bay, but they still went out to LA. They lost the game.
Oh, okay.
Man.
So
I like Phillip Rivers, and this will get him all the way out of this grave you throwing at me.
I hope so. Look, I don't want to do it, but it's just I'm just using a little bit of foresight, and it just I like the dude. I just if
there's gonna be a flip flop in position, I know they won't catch him in this one game. The Chiefs need to chill. They ain't got the defense to make a run.
Right. Yeah.
They don't got it.
They don't. I don't think they. I think they had a momentum like in the beginning of the season, and they just lost it. I'm not real high on Kansas City right now either. I just think they're in a better position to win this game. I think.
You know what? We said that KC Arrowhead Stadium was the loudest place. If there was a real advantage for any team, it would be for KC. Yeah. They lost back-to-back games at home.
They sure enough did.
That's unlike the team athletically. That's unlike Andy Reid, but it doesn't happen. That tells you something's wrong.
Oh yeah. So we got the 8-2 Seahawks on the bye, the 8-2 Packers on the bye, 5-5 Titans on the bye, and so some mercy for the New York Giants. They're on the bye. So those are the teams that are on the bye. So I think we're in store for another good week of football. I hope it ain't as much ridiculousness as it was last week. I'm saying, give us a chance to really pick these games. I'm just saying, come on, for real. You know what I mean? But again, it was once again, it was a pleasure doing the show with you fellas, man. This is one of the highlights of my week. Definitely appreciate you guys taking the time out, and everybody who took the time out to hang out with us. Glad to see that we had a chat working properly. The Periscope, the Facebook, and the YouTube, and the Twitch. Everything's working in the chat this week, so hopefully Restream will keep that up because that's dope. I definitely don't have to I don't like flipping back and forth. I like being able to see everything in one place. That's dope. Anyway, it's been good, man. So JB, go ahead and put a nice bow on this thing, man, and let's get up out of here.
Okay, hey, real fast. Another great week. Thanks for all the viewers. That's the Raven Red Zone. And everybody who comes through here faithfully this is fun. It's still a labor of love. This usually is a beacon of positivity. So sorry if we get passionate about certain things. But anyway, you can catch me here on live on Wednesday, every Wednesday, on Twitter at Raven Shogun.
Sure enough, I like it. All right, Glass, go show them how it's done, and then go ahead and put yourself over in a big way.
All right, man. Appreciate everybody checking out the show. As always, if you don't see me here with my brothers, Big Q, JB, on TeamBoydTV Live, you can follow me on all the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, The Sage of Sports, Twitter, Sage of Sports 1. Email me at thesageofsports@gmail.com. Shouts out to the Urban Arena affiliates, Uncle Hake, Diego Brishnikov on AA Sports, Straight Sports, No Chaser. Check them out on YouTube under AA Sports, Straight Sports, No Chaser. If you like what we have here, you're going to definitely love what they got over there. So until next week.
Oh, yeah. And make sure you guys check out the podcast. I actually, depending on how you guys respond to this video, I was thinking about maybe making this one into an audio podcast as well. The people over at Anchor, they showing us how to do it. Make sure you check out the podcast. The podcast also have links to leave voice messages. If you guys want to leave voice messages, we'll play them on the show. We'll react to them. Say whatever you want to say. Talk a little bit junk. Say you disagree. Whatever the case may be. Within every podcast link that I put on Twitter, there's always a link to leave a voice message. You guys can follow me on Twitter at TeamBoydTV. Make sure you check out the podcast, TeamBoydTV Game Time. And make sure you support everything that we do over at Urban Arena. Until next time, I think we out of here. Peace.
We out of here.